Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome back into night, as they say here. It's been a while. I know. All these extra hours has been a mess to the schedule. And I do apologize for that again. I'm so sorry about that. I needed the hours though. It helped me out more than anything to have the hours anyway. But um, So I hope you guys aren't too insane about that. I do, like I said, I do hope to bring the games back in the new year, more 2K and all that kind of stuff. I might have to do some trimming of stuff I do want to do from those games. I might kill off the GM mode of Steph. I might just do that. I might not go back to it. I guess in Matt when Matt was just getting, it was brutal. It was brutal to for 3 weeks. I mean, we were. I mean, I don't know about. I was playing. I was just awful at that one. But I mean, we already got the trophy for it. I mean, it's no. I mean, it's got 4 matches to do now, and we're not. I mean, I don't. I think I have it on normal difficulty. Well, it shouldn't. I should just set it to easy, really. Just had fun with it. I probably should have. For all the future ones, probably just have it on easy and just have fun with it. Maybe, but I can set it right, or can I not reset the difficulty? I really do not know. Um, but um, but yeah. So yeah, it is the Hey, Teeny. I'm glad you can make it. I didn't. I was gonna ask if you were gonna want to stream tonight before I got on, because I figured you could have lead into me, but we could have. I should have told you this a couple nights ago. We could have, but I didn't know that I wasn't gonna get called in to work. You know, these 3 days off. I thought, like, oh, maybe they're gonna call me in or whatever and more, but no. I'm not gonna go back into work until Tuesday. Or yeah. So we have the time to catch ourselves up with these. Why am I doing the movies first? Um okay. If we actually do this one tonight and Xenon tomorrow night, we're actually caught right back up. Because that's what we were gonna do on Sunday. We were gonna do Kim anyway on Sunday. you know? So we were gonna, it was just gonna follow in line. So I'm like, you know what? We're gonna just do all 3 in a row, and that way we can get them all in. That way we're just right back to where we should be in the timeline of the Favs Fest. That way it would just fit in line, and we're still on track to end the weekend before the 500. And boy, I hope we still do. I don't want it to go into the 500. Um, Um, oh, I hope not. I don't, I don't hate these movies at all. I love in doing these. Don't get me wrong. It's just I really want this to fit in the off season for NASCAR. That's why. I don't, I want this to kind of have its own thing, so it'd be like it would, help glide me through the off season. And it's really helped me so far. Like um, it's it and I don't know if you guys. I haven't said this in everybody. I actually I went home early. Um, I in the second half of working today, like I actually had like an 11 to 7 shift. I started overheating, and I was sweating in my jacket. It was like 50 degrees outside today in here in A Town, and I probably should not have been wearing my jacket. My big heavy winter jacket. Probably was one of my biggest boo boos of the whole thing. But um and am I sounding good, by the way? Like, voice wise. Do you think I sound just as good as I usually do? Like, like, cause, I'll go back to this today stuff, but, I've also been dealing with, like, the repercussions of working in that negative degree weather. I had a runny nose, not really runny, like a congested nose. I was waking up every morning with like a very dry mouth. Thanks, Teeny. Oh no, 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 no. Are we drop? Oh, we're dropping, dropping. Okay, we're back. We're back. Every time I see drop frames, it just freaks me out. And I know I got a good laptop and I've got everything. It's just probably server connection or something. I don't know. But I mean, you're not seeing anything move, so I mean, you're like, what frames? you know, you're probably like, what? Because right now it wouldn't even matter. you know. Uh, but yeah, I was legit like I couldn't. I was constantly coughing. I was using up napkins like nothing. Like I was not up at all. I couldn't do a whole lot. Um Monday when we were doing our family kind of not like a family Christmas kind of like be a party part of it. 'Cause we did stuff on Sunday Christmas. We did. We did presents Sunday morning at like I don't know, kids. It was like what? I forget. It was like what, 8 or 9 a.m. maybe. It was kind of mid early morning. Like I got me some new night pants, like some plaid pants. They look cool. I'll probably wear them tomorrow when I'm doing laundry. Um, got me had a DoorDash gift card which I used up tonight because I had to order dinner um from home. And got me some like I got me a Texas Roadhouse gift card and I got me a new shirt too. Which not much, but again I don't expect a whole lot, so yeah. And I got my still that card from my dad, but I gotta use. But yeah. But today, like, if you I'll go back to that. Today I just I was like I was cooked at that second half. I was cooked more than a Thanksgiving turkey or Christmas goose, whichever one you want to use, or ham. Christmas ham. Who eats goose on Christmas? Oh, I forgot I had Tennessee in there. So yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Tennessee's playing in their bowl game right now. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this because I could have waited till midnight. But I was like, nah, I want to do this now because I want to get it out early tonight. Um, so and I mean, I'm glad I feel well enough to do it because I'm like, I gotta do it anyway. Because if I don't do this tonight, then I'm screwed. Because then, okay, that's fine. Because I want to talk for a little bit, so you got time. But yeah, so basically, I mean, yeah, I was not looking good. Like the customer service women were like, "Man, you look like crap." Not saying they did not say it like that. Okay, they didn't say it like that. They didn't. But they knew I did not look good. I was cooking in that jacket, and I had it open, and it was helping. But I think I was already gone. I think I was just like that 30 something hours of working was just it hit me like a ton of bricks. And I think what I should have done was not had a mate. I should not have gotten the double meat on that supreme meat sub for once from Subway. I think that might have been kind of a bad idea. But granted, I mean, I don't know if that was part of it or not. I'm not entirely sure. But um, but yeah. So I got Taco Bell delivered tonight, and they got Arby's. I had to order Arby's for them because I didn't say this to you guys, and I do apologize for this, but I kind of try to keep things in my family kind of away from you guys just because I know I can usually trust you guys, but a lot of it's stuff that I don't think you guys it's not worth a lot saying. Um, But my mom got some surgery done today. Got some nerves on her in her forehead taken cut out or something, and she can literally not see right now. I think they made it where she can't even open her eyes. So she is basically like stuck in her on her new furniture downstairs. I don't know how long. So I don't think we're doing anything this weekend. So tomorrow you might see me in my Discord watching a CFP playoff. Might do. I don't. I'm probably not gonna do a watch. I'm not doing watching for the CFP. I want to do the movies over the CFP. I would have loved doing the semis and then maybe did the movie with a little bit of downtime. Like maybe like 12:30 we would have done the movie. Maybe I don't know, but maybe if it all had been better. But again, I don't know if what our family next door is gonna do. But now that's probably a moot point. Oh, because you know. But yeah. Then what else? Well, I want to wait on Teeny to save this though, because this might be good for her. But um, yes, I do feel I have to do this. I'm like I actually, I do need to get more cold meds because I have been taking cold medicine. I have been. I've been a good girl. Hmm, You know, I need to get some more though. More maximum strength. I want to find some maximum strength 24-hour meds though that are maybe bigger than like 6 ounces or whatever that thing was because it was not like. Did they not come very big containers? Like, what's the biggest container of cold medicine out there? That's a liquid that I can get my hands on. Welcome back, Teeny. Cause is there a way I can get like 100 ounces of like cold medicine, like in a big ass bottle that I can just like pump out like you do the condiments or something? Cause I'd love that. And I know that's insane, but you know me. I bought a box of like 1,000 of those paper straws at like the Gordon's food service store, and I only think I made like a little bit of dent in it. But honestly, I'm very happy about it 'cause I've got straws the rest of my life if you know. And I love the Gordon's food service store. It has like my favorite hand soap. They've got the school pizzas, those rectangle pizzas. If you want to take yourself back, and they got a lot of and and they would be like the inslane's number. But okay, um, I do want to talk about this, and this is kind of I actually found something very interesting on the Switch. Um, a very interesting game that some of you might see as familiar. Here's a hint. It's from a developer that we're very aware of here. Clap Hands. They used to be with Sony. I don't know if they still are or not. I don't know if they. Oh, thanks for the raid, Ella. Welcome in, everybody. This is movie number 9 of the DCOM Phase Fest. Picture Perfect. This was meant to be. When was this supposed to be? I would have to think about it. We do like wrestling, single player, sports games, women's focused on that kind of stuff as well. No COD, no Fortnite kind of stuff. So if you're wanting to see some multiplayer kind of stuff, we don't really do all that here, but we're kind of more single player story games with talk about pretty much anything. There's something we don't really talk about unless we do want to talk about it. And there's something I do want to ask you guys about, but I don't want to do it now. Or do I want to wait until like because there is something I do want to ask you guys. But I don't know. Um I know we don't talk politics really here. We really don't. And if you notice, there has been that rule taken out. Lucia Everblack, I believe is her name. I'll link to the tweet here in just a second that kind of got me to do that. She was talking about um like warning signs that she like from streamers that she kind of wants to work with, and it kind of got me to thinking about it. But I have some questions about that. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and just force politics on you guys. I don't mind debates and that, you know. And we sit here and want to talk about stuff, just people spitting things out because you guys know my thing, right? I'm not left, right. I'm not any of that because I'm, I think that's part of what screwed a lot of this up is it's all the side taking in that world. Um, and it's just a lot of they don't. It's something I don't think this community wants to talk. And I know you, Teeny, don't. And I don't want to force something on you guys that you guys don't want. And I know, Teeny, I know you don't want it. And I don't, Master, and you guys don't want it. If there, if you guys do want to talk about it, I don't mind debates and stuff. But if it gets too insane and you guys are like, hey, pull it, call it, go back to having that, tell me. We talk about anything on here pretty much. And then one thing I do want to talk to her, at least, does that mean we have to talk politics now? I mean, I get everything is pretty much politicized, and that's true. But, there's a time and a place, I think. Like, and you don't want to shove things down everybody's throat. And okay, thank you. Like, and I want you guys to be able to talk for the most part. Now, I don't want you guys using the R word, like slurs and that crap. You know that, right? Like, I want you guys to be able to talk like, hey, I'm not doing so great. Whatever. It's like you're walking into Cheers or Who Hands if you're a Himian fan or Central Perk if you're friends or whatever type of, and we're all together talking about whatever for the most part, you know? I, and I'm not talking out of my own ass, you know? Because I'm not a left or right winger. I'm not. I hate that. I don't associate myself with that. Yeah, I totally agree. As good as long as you recall who break it, you know. Yeah, again, yeah, yeah. I'm glad you have that, Master. I want people to be able to be themselves here. Like I don't mind talking about trans rights and stuff like that because that's not, to me, not political. That's stuff we should be talking about, but that's not something we should be talking. The only thing we should be talking about. You shouldn't only because really we're not built to really have great big discussions about this kind of stuff. If you want that, I think you need to go to like um I forget Trihax I think does great politics streams where he covers the day-to-day grind of that stuff. And it's amazing. I don't watch it, but I know what I can tell he's got great views. I know that probably means it's really good. That's the place I think you talk it there, you get the best stuff. If you're going to Joe Blow and you're trying to do that, and it ain't, no. I think there is people that should and people that shouldn't. I don't want to see Twitch become a place where you're forced to talk about stuff because other creators are trying to get you to do it. And I kind of almost feel, and I'm not just saying maybe it's a, that's like you need to start talking about this. You need to, and I'm like, why? Why? You know, you're just it's not going to be genuine. It's you should want to have it natural instead of fake. That I might put the rule back. I might just say we talk about anything but politics and that we don't usually don't or something. But it's because we don't. But if it gets brought up naturally, we're not. We're just gonna do it, you know. But maybe I read it, man, misunderstood it, and I've known to done that too. Um. Oh, I hope you get better. Yeah, I've been kind of dealing with stuff too, Master. Like this is the best I've sounded all week. So I'm, yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I I try to put myself out here much as I can without for safety. Like I don't say what my real town is. I call it A town because and honestly, you don't need to come here. There's not much here. I'm not I'll be real with you. There's nothing here. There's a few restaurants you could come here, but go to the other cities. Go to Indy. Go to Muncie. Seriously. And I know people are gonna be like, where you live, and I'm like, after GM left, yeah, doc, you can get doxxed and all that, yeah. It means they can attack your stuff, master. So like, they can get on, like, it's pretty much like hacking, pretty much to a degree. It's not the best way to answer it, but yeah. So in my mind, I don't want to see things get forced to talk about. Like, that's why I don't plan on what I want to say. I don't sit here and really go through a script. I mean, now I might make bullet point things like, oh, I want to talk about this or that. And then I just go off the cuff. Because that's how I write, that's how my best stuff comes out. That's my best comedy. Because I try to be comedic with this, you know? And I know I'm not failing friendly either. I don't market myself as that. I don't label myself. I don't mind people do that either. I watch fanfare streamers. I watch mature streamers. If you're entertaining, I watch you. You know? And yeah, I probably watch one race over the other. But does that mean I'm X thing? Right. Probably not. You don't know. Now I'm not trying to now don't I'm not trying to say they're evil or whatever. I'm just saying, you know, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Totally, Teeny. I'm not reading. I'm kind of looking around and I'm not actually seeing my chat. you know. If you have D plus, Master, if you have YouTube, it should. You might be able to buy it on YouTube because most of the movies are up buyable on YouTube. Or if you have D plus, you can just pull it up right now and have it ready to start. And yes, I did have to pay the $11.99 for the ad-free plan. Boo. Dude. But if only that gave us new stuff. Or it gives us more stuff. I don't mind paying. I've heard of it was out right as in my when I was in middle school. Like this was in 2004. So this would have been right as I don't know. I don't want to. So this would have been, I think, right the year after it became the Nextel Cup Series. Because that was, oh, no, it would have been, oh, because it didn't become the Nextel Cup until, I think, that year. It's my memory. Because it was Winston and Still in '01. Oh, talking about that. If you haven't been watching Brock Beard's channel on YouTube, let me give you one more. Um, he's doing a 3-part series on the 2001 500. Um, it's all like the forgotten stuff, so it's a lot of the background. Um, let me. Is there not a link to? Well, there's a link to two, but well, I'll give you that. But or no, hold on a second. I know we probably want to get to the movie. I know, but uh, oh yeah. So here's what it was for part one. And yeah, these are gonna be long, so you might want to have like your snacks ready for those. Just saying. And part three will come out on Wednesday on his he 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 does great NASCAR stuff, and it's a lot of more of the stuff that really doesn't get talked about. So it's not gonna be the mainstream stuff. It's gonna be a lot of and like NASCAR Man History is a good channel. Um, like yeah, the one on this Wednesday was like almost 3 hours, and I watched the whole thing. No joke. While I was still dealing with the crap with all the so but yeah, seriously, I've enjoyed the first two parts. I'll be watching part three Wednesday night when it comes out, when it premieres. It's gonna be really good. About okay, so go back to the game. Let me. So this game might look very familiar if you're not if you I'm gonna switch this just a second. Where's my So here's the game I'm talking about. Easy come, easy golf. Um, it looks so familiar. It looks so much like everybody's golf because it's from the same people. And yeah, it looks just like it. Now I haven't seen the shot controls yet, but yeah, it's a game I'm wanting to get. Um, and it is on the Switch. I don't think it's gonna come out anywhere else. I don't know if Clap Hands is still working on an EG game for the PS5. I don't know. I hope. Come on, Sony. Don't let that series die on the floor. It's a good game on the floor. Do not get me wrong. But, you know, but it's just. I can't get it to want to scroll down. Yeah. Oh, cool. Thank you for letting me know. Um, yeah, you can play online with 4 people. Um, I'll just read it off to you off on the this one. Beloved golf game developer Clap Hands made his work making the Nintendo Switch debut. Play with friends, family, people, all over the world, or kick back and golf on your own. Earn new characters, costumes, and courses. So this is pretty much EG as you play rounds on the main mode, tour mode. So there is a single player mode. Cool. I can do that. That's great. Track your growth by improving your best score on each course. That's even better. So there's always a way to improve. Hop online when we're in a one tournament or online match. World tournaments, whose set rules are hosted weekly, and players worldwide pull out all the stops to see the top score. Play rounds with players all over the world, hassle-free and online match. If private affairs are more up your alley, create patch-protected rooms, stay of course with friends. And yes, we all know about clap bands because they made the Everybody's Golf series, or Hot Shots Golf, or Minnow Golf for the PlayStation consoles. Uh, so these guys know what they're doing. It is a 3.4 gigabyte game. I don't know if it uses a Pro controller. I would imagine. Um, it you can go, like I said, you can play online with it. It's rated E. I think you can make your own character from what I've seen. It looks just like Everybody's Golf. I mean, oh yeah, controller slots. Yeah, so you probably need for a controller. Okay. Um, so I might do that next year. Um, I'll probably play it maybe early as another game to bring into the channel early this next few months or soon. So if you want to play with me online, hey, we might do that at some point. But maybe after I do the tour mode. Yeah, I've heard of that one too. Yeah, I've thought about that one, but I can't stream those realistically because I would have to get another HDMI cable for this so I could put it on my TV, and I don't know. I'd have to do that new monitor, and it's it works, but it's trying to do that and the game might get a little goofy. So that's why I don't really stream PC games right now, unless I get unless I get like an actual desktop or something that has more beef power, like Tim Tebow, more power, And now I didn't do it right, I know, but um, so I might go ahead and get it. I mean, it's only $20, but if you guys want to play with me, we more welcome to do it. We'll probably do tour mode first, just to you mean finish or at least get through and do everything, and then we'll go from there. Um, so it should be fun. I will, and also if you're wondering where the V content is, it's gonna come back after the KP movie later on next week. So, like I said, when I picked up all these errors at work, it killed all that. That's why we're backed up like this. Uh, so, um, but yeah, so, do I have anything else I need to share real quick? I gotta think here. Um, I have heard of the 23 rumors that we're probably gonna see something at the Rumble. I imagine that's what I thought. Um, would be the Rumble. I figured around there. I figured now you would get some, maybe a little bit of news, not a lot. I'm not expecting a lot. I don't expect a lot from these games every year anyway. Not really. Not because I don't want to have like a hype. I don't like hype every games anyway like this. It's a yearly game. We come out with this every year. We do this every year. So it's kind of like, but yeah. And also, if you're wondering who Don West is, the one that we gave the 10 bell salute for, he was a TNA, one of the TNA's cornerstone commentators from 2002 to 2012. He did stuff for the Unity Wild, Shop at Home Network. He did stuff in Nashville Radio. Um, he and he were in. If you were watching TNA from that those 10 years, you saw Mike Tenay and Don West, and those Pat pairing is one of the most iconic pairings in that company's history. And also I do want to acknowledge Barbara Walters, I believe, is what her name is. Forget. I mean, I know somebody said it in my Discord. Yeah, Bubba Walters. See, just like right as every house is kind of starting everything ready. I'll do her salute tomorrow. To kind, I'll give hers tomorrow. It was already like I didn't want to take. I kind of want to give it to her on her own because she deserves that. I think. You know. So that way it was like, oh, I'll probably And I saw Charlotte won the SmackDown Women's title. So but I think other than that, I think we can start doing the movie stuff. So Pixel Perfect came out um January 16th, 2004. Um, it was written by Neil Susterman. The story was Alan Sachs and Neil. Director was AC Mark AZ Dippy. Starred Ravi Ullman. Ravi or goes by Ricky. Leah Pipes and Spencer Redford. Theme music was composed by Philip Marshall, produced by Don Shane, cinematographer Rodney Charters, editor was Deborah Wright, produced by Alan Sack Productions for Disney, pretty much. Um, so I've watched this a good bit too. Um, so this is a movie I'm aware of. I've that's why it made the list. These are movies that most of not almost all of them I've seen. There was a few exceptions, like I think Cadet Kelly was one of them. Wendy Wu's an exception. Um, Get a Clue was an exception. Um, I believe I'd have to look if there's any others, but yeah. So let me read you the details here. Um, yeah, 31 and 14 for to go in the game. All right. Techno is Roscoe, Richard portrayed by Ullman, creates a hologram named Loretta yeah, not modem, help his friend Samantha's band, the Zetabytes, make a name for themselves. Loretta makes the band an overnight sensation but finds she'd rather be real than a superstar. Meanwhile, Samantha realizes she has feelings for Roscoe and becomes jealous of the amount of attention Roscoe gives Loretta. Because he made her! Like, wouldn't you just go help? Boo! Uh, but, what are you gonna... Kids, though. Everything comes to a head when a tech company decides to create more holograms and rob them of their individuality. Ah, okay. I remember that kind of part, I think, of this. Can Roscoe and Samantha save Noretta from falling in the wrong hands? Ooh, okay. I don't remember that part, but I guess I just blocked it. Again, I haven't seen these movies since like high school. A lot of these, so I don't remember a ton about these. Um, and also, if you want the script that I'm using for the clock, do DM me, and I will DM it to you in a place where I know I can send you the file for it. That way you can add it to OBS or whatever that you use. It's not that hard to add. I can also link you the video that might actually have it in there as the link to the thing as well. Um, that way it's a little, but yeah, this movie when I've seen it, I've liked it. It wasn't one of my top favorites. One of those you're gonna see in like 2 days. Um, but um, but yeah, it's been real good. I apologize for taking an hour of preamble, but like I said, we've had a lot of time happening in between, and want to keep everybody up to date. So it was, you guys know what's going on. Are you guys ready to go? Heaney, are you set and ready? Oh, Faith Farm, that might be cool. I'll look at how you if you play it. I'll look at how I'll look. I always look at videos first before I get most games because I don't pre-order just because I just don't need to. I don't like the only games I pre-order really were the LAS games digitally because that's how they don't come out physical right away. They didn't when the game Over in Two Colors did, but you know, you know, uh, but I was like, I'll just do it like I usually do, and then WD and the wrestling games. That's like the only things I actually pre-ordered. Or so so if you get it, I'll watch you, and then I'll see if I want to get it because I like I want to see more stuff like that for the Switch because I want stuff that because you guys know for anything that's the Xbox or PlayStation or for the Switch, I don't want to get games that I can play on the PS4. So now WI get on everything, so that doesn't count. But like for Xbox, I'm waiting on that Forza game to come out, or kind of you know, there's some others I gotta look at. But for the Switch, I'm still waiting. I still gotta get a few of the Nintendo exclusives that they made. I still need to get Arceus. I still need to get Scarlet and Violet Emo. Scarlet and Violet's not looking too hot if you know the problems with them. I need to get Bayonetta free, even though I've heard that had some problems. Not store of the game, but like how it works on the Switch, but um, and stuff. So I'm really hopeful that I can get some more of that knocked out. I need to make a list of games I want for the Switch and try to knock some of them out at tax time if I can't get a PS5. Or if I can get a PS5. No, if I get a PS5, I'm going to buy the PS5, that list. And I have a list, an info pick of the games I'm going for on the 5. So that way and I already got a few there in my crate down here. But, alright, enough rambling. Um, I think it's time. And yes, I've got my drink. I've already got one. They gave me 2 Bajas instead of like one being a freeze. So I was like, you know what? I'll take it. I'm not gonna say no. They tried. That's close enough. Um, so I'll give them that. So if you got your movies ready, you got your thing ready to go, we're gonna be hitting the play button. Oh, 3, 4, 3. 3, 2, 1. Hitting play. And there we go. And we're seeing him making a cat. Oh, a lot of vocal tracks. Holy crap. Pixel Perfect. And I couldn't find the image, the logo for the movie for the opening thing. If you see, I had to put a no image. No logo was found. Oh, free service to Skype. Yeah, you got it from Doc Brown. Hey. Yeah, hey. I wouldn't say got. Oh yeah, holographic cat. And we are synced. Uh, what? Holographic cat. It's like what? That's just how you're watching some other stuff. It'd be more believable. Uh, it'd be believable. They're black cat, man. Cat. Yeah, I know. It's like, I mean, wouldn't that be kind of a uh right? But you do realize he's the only one actually making something with it. I get it, it's not for fun, but still. I mean, he's the one actually making something with it. You ain't, buddy. uh, okay, the text they use for the credits is, I mean, you could tell it's mid 2000s for this, but could have been better. But I don't know, well, what? Oh, looks like he's kind of like a kid bar or kid club. Huh. Oh, she looks nice. Sing breaths. No, you're not having a baby. I guess their little guy isn't big. Yeah, he's probably scouting them for some draft picks. Maybe finding some AHL talent. uh, ooh, so we got their rock band. Well, not well, maybe not. It's not a bad camcorder. He does not look entertained. I mean, what are you trying to do? Hold your face up for? Like, is it gonna go down? I'm glad you actually said to stop. No. Oh, yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, move, like, you know. But again, yeah, he kind of wanders them into that one. But he's right, and I think it is a little right sometimes. She can't not dance. Moist toilet. Okay, we've heard names like that for crazy. Mm, they got work to do, Joe. Yeah, you want to be image. Yeah, if you got the moves, you. If you have all three, you're even better. That's why. That's why if you have a defense, defenses can help you win championships, but they can't score. They don't always score you 20 points a game, or you gotta score points to win a football game. Because you can't win every game like 6-0. So, or like 6-3 or 13-10 or whatever. You got to score. No, and Tennessee won, so 31-14. So good job, Vols. End their season on a high note. Oh, yeah, which he didn't. Yeah, use that rule to make it that way, maybe. You know what I mean? You kind of. Then all 100%? That's impossible. No. Well, we told you to do the opposite. Nah. Yeah, 'cause he's trying to do everything. I think that's kind of setting her back. Oh, they're holding hands. Oh, Avril's a good singer. Totally. She, even if you wanted, yeah, they did that. Would you really want it? That bottle of perfection? Man, I mean, that looks very depressing. And the version of the movie looks really good though. Doesn't really look stretched to me. Maybe. I mean, he might have like an AV major, but I don't. Oh, he's not even freaking listening. Yeah, that dad's more about his work than anything else. I love it. Good action. Oh, this was before Phil the Future, I believe. In the timeline. And then he gets an idea. The he's putting on. And he went to work. It's more shouting than it's singing. Oh wow! See, like he's about ready to punch somebody. Like, I'd be sitting there running for your life if I was seeing this. Mm, because of him singing, because, like, are you gonna punch me? Yeah, not say that. That's my best thing you can say right now. Oh, nice moves. Huh? Even with a guitar for your head? Oh wait, you're not just yet. And they're like, what the f? Everyone just see this. Out of nowhere. Just out of nowhere. It's like Kevin Hart just, where'd he come from? And this guy, where did she come from? Man. Yeah, that's when having that energy really helps. You know, yeah, you got the talent, but if you don't bring an energy, it's just you're not gonna get a whole lot. It's going from a good to great. And that gonna rip the cat out of the bag. Right, y'all. He's like, what the? I love that face. He's like, what? Like, like, what? So he could do. So he's like, all I get to do is like the. Oh God, I hope we weren't gonna do anything that did. I could just seeing what people could do with his. You were that inclined. Uh oh. Hey, buddy, buddy. No, Ricky. Like literally hand. They in there. Yeah, we don't. So I guess in this universe, well, no, this would have been no. We don't have the mobile emitter yet. No. never. Yeah. They're gonna play with him. I mean, the show, like he made that with his dad's stuff. Like, wouldn't that, wouldn't, if I was the mom or whatever, I'd be sitting there going like, "Good job!" Like, can you teach me that? I mean, I'd get him probably a little bit what I had to, obviously, maybe, but even then, oh, Scott, but even then, I'm like, hey, if he did something for me, and it's like a trade, you know? Uh, you know? He puts him through like three filters and an HVAC thing at the same time. I get it. I he's not playing around. Like this is why I always would say this is to me. If you're in, if a kid knows what the, it's just a hand. I mean, literally, it's just a hand. Man, I, I mean, let him work on it. Don't you don't need to interfere, but and we don't want to cause a disqualification. No, no, they usually don't. Brains don't. Small doesn't work like that. Uh, thanks, buddy. What's more important, your map test or her? Her? Her. Not anymore. I guess when the measles got destroyed or something. Or maybe got attacked in their hotel room. Yeah, it got written out. The chicken pox. Okay. Oh, nice. Cool. I'm like, did he say it right? I don't know if he did or not. And then he comes out and almost kicks, could have kicked him my head off. Oh, great. Okay. Boy. Yeah, I'm choking off like a little bit, but I think I'm good as I'm gonna get right now. I'm still probably got a little nose I need to work on. But man, they are loving her. He's like, I got it. Whoa! What in the world? Was he trying to do something like top rope moves? Hey. Man, they are eating this up. Man, and then like something like breaks or something, and we're like, well, maybe something actually was wrong with you about that. Man, nice job. And then you voted. Why not just make it with Photoshop or something? Why do that? Uh oh. I don't. I hope they're not going into the blonde trump with her. I mean, oh, okay, it's actually not open. Okay, it's just through the window. I'm not gonna make any COVID jokes. I'm not that insane. Uh. Okay. Okay, I'm throwing that. Hey. Okay, that's creepy. Yeah, she's like, she was focused on the date, man. Is this gonna be a date, buddy? Yeah, I know. I don't. We're doing this, dude. You need the experience. Go down to the Xfinity series for a couple of years. Hey, she doesn't know I know what it is. Oh. Oh well. Yeah, she's yeah. I was just gonna say that so they don't like. Hey, hey. I don't. He's from Antarctica. 74 below zero. That's kind of what it felt like here over at last weekend. 6 months. Months of darkness. Yeah, if you don't eat, there's other problems with you. Yeah, it's like new, fresh, paved tracks. Boy, I hope that helps. And there goes the. Yeah, I'm like, wouldn't you? I mean, yeah, you get mad, but then when you also at the same time kind of be like, wait, how did. How? It's like, oh, nothing, nothing. Whoa. Uh, I would be. And then there's an ear. This thing is like. And then there's two mouths. Oh, whoa. What in the world? Hey, hey. They'll never forget that. Mark their lives. They'll be like, you won't believe what I saw at the diner tonight. Hey, 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 hey. Getting her firmware updated. Okay, I know that was kind of odd, but they had to. Whoa, they had to make her for AV1 encoding. Uh, oh yeah, unusual 5B fun understatement. Can you have the Pakistan or something for me? No, it's like, wait, what? I mean, technically her existing makes her real kind of to me, but oh, I'm gonna do a sync check. Oh, another good. Is Jeff Jarrett trying to put something in this movie? Oh, that's his. Is that his mom? Or no, Sam's mom. He and like, oh, I probably should shut up. I know, but I'm trying to actually learn how to do it, you idiot. Well, she can't. I'm there. Yeah, she. Wouldn't that be kind of doing that now? Isn't this technically failing? I mean, if she's been made, that's real in my mind. That's you know, un- until she's like deleted or something, then she right. Just oh, we go to performance. You can tell Caesar's not looking amused. And that guy, oh, he's liking it now. Sheesh. I just hope she don't land wrong and probably break her leg. And probably more than one spot. And it goes, yeah. See, that's what you have that energy and all. Because technically he didn't tell you it was him, so you really didn't hear it from him. I mean, really didn't hear from him. Uh oh, miscommunication. Well, that's how you kind of he got to himself. Oh, she's like right there. Why would he just look up and be like, oh wait, he's right there? Like, wouldn't that be a thing to like teach her and all that? I mean, I get it, she can actually be in the rain or like, all that, but like, I mean, like, yeah, she's just, you know, right, but that's still, next morning. I wonder what her entrance music would be if she. Uh, nah. What the? Okay, weird. Yeah, whole mixus. He used. Oh wow. He actually used Sam or to actually build her. Now this one, I'm like, oh, I'm glad you're here, and actually be like, did you see the stuff I planted for you? And be like, wait, you planted that? You wanted me to see it? And I'm like, yeah. And it's like, yep. At least that's how I would have. And there's Mr. Oh, Feds that we saw earlier. It's like, yeah, don't leave home. It's like American Express card, I guess. I guess they live at his house. I hope they pay him. I hope they pay him rent. you know what his entrance music be? Yeah, they're I don't. We don't give. Then you gotta go back to a weird of a feel, and you made you would have to go to a weird of a feel for impound deadline. There's her dad, which he actually even okay. I like that. USB's around in '04, dude. Use USB. Oh, he did. Okay. Are we? Yes, you are. Is my I get my contrast set right? Okay. It's like no. Yeah. That might be a very detailed question. Ears? I'd be like, wait, ears? Yeah, and then you wouldn't be there, and it's like, well, I want to be there. You'd be. It's interesting. He's like staring. Like he is like dead eye on her. He's like, "Hey, hey, hey." Well, I'm sorry to tell you at the end of this too. By the way, forgot to mention this before we started the movie, but I want to do it right now. Man, and they're going like, you're. Yeah, you're not like getting picked up that much. Now she's what on the drums? I can't tell. Man, she is trying for some top rope moves. She's she would be a high flyer in like pro wrestling for sure. Drew Gulak would hate her for that. Uh, plank. Well, I guess Masato White was what the interference? Interference. Hey. And then everyone's like, what the? And then they were, and then they were all like, oh, how cool. And then they all start clapping for her after a second. And then he's like, I've got it. And he's like, dude, I'm already dead. Whoa, it went right through her. It's like, oh, right. Make it happen. Hello, okay. Says my money not moving? You? Another performance. So I'm guessing this sometime. Well, she ain't a coward. That's more than a 6:30. Hey. More interviews. He's like, I go. Oh crap. Well. Sure. He got Mert. Yeah, it's gonna be so hot we can. It might be so hot it might melt your skin. Hey, 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 hey. Like, wouldn't you be practicing all this when? I mean, I get but record. Yeah, maybe you would wanna, and then you could kind of. Yeah, if you do that, you're kind of screwed. It's like cool. So we're gonna for like I heard they might only for like a while, and then after that, like something else. You know how teenagers are. And he's still. I you could try to be. I mean, he's everybody's thing. He, he's like, yeah, it's like talking about him. Yeah, that's what I'd be like, dude. You might want to actually like. To what exactly? You gotta take things one thing at a time, brother. No, You kind of want to work what you got, and then you kind of yeah, kind of a mix of both. I yeah, you see, this is why I kind of without any of that, buddy, both of them, you would not be there, buddy. You might wanna. Yeah, you can't just. Yeah, music and that would get you. Does he not know what he wants? And she got that's the whole thing. And then Japan's like, no. There's only one way to find out, man. Why not just. And then all that band stuff is gone, and then it'd be like, singing like, oh well, it's all over now, so it's all done, and they'd be back to like, oh, we lost it all, and it's, yeah, 'cause you might, yeah, at that point you gotta stop at some point. That's what I'm saying. You got what you got, and then I mean, the dad's right too. You gotta work on something now. They want everything you're working on, but you kind of have to like, you know, it's like, she's a. I wonder how much data this would use. It's not Japanese. Is that an actual file type? Oh, see, stuff moves so fast. You might like you need to wear a hard hat. Whoa. I love the dice. You might want to lost that engine, man. Whoa. Like, yeet them out. What's it, Dad? Yeah, we all do. So it's sort of like a tornado. And then, where's he in? No. Where are you now? It's like mailroom just blander. Good luck with you're trying to find one. Oh, oh, my antivirus. And doggies. She's like, run. Oh, whoa, holy crap. Whoa, whoa. Oh, she can't hear me. Oh, very good timing, too. She want herself the same. Nah. Yeah, and then she's gonna, and here comes him all like PO'd over an hour, and I'll do another sync check here in a second. Oh, he's right. He's like, bah, okay. Yeah, we kind of knew that. I mean, technically, yeah, I mean, given, kind of, duh. Okay, we are synced. Okay, cool. Got about another 29:12 left in the time thing. Well, I mean, I don't want to get into this whole real debate BS, because we can do it at the end there. But, I mean, you might have to be blunt with this guy. Sam, I think you actually are now. But even then, they're all. I think it's like that is single headed. And then he just like falls asleep or something. And then he just like chucks her. And he's like, wait. Oh. So they. Oh, there is no mom. Uh, yeah, I think he's kind of going. The wheels are turning in his head now. Yeah, there. I don't think there is a perfect match. Really, I think it just happens, kind of thing. It's just one of those things that you just. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. Why? Yeah. Then I could say, yeah, the red is alive. You can't really. That would make sense. Red is still a real thing. That's why you might want to split hairs a little bit. But yeah. It's like, man, I was wrong. Hmm. Yeah. Whatever it is a role in a situation. Yeah, I'm glad my throat stood up to this. That's why I wanted this freaking too, just to see if my throat can stand up to this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think he's maybe starting to realize all that now. I think he's glad he's doing it now, but he's like his dad. But you know, hope you guys are enjoying the movie still. Yeah, and then you give all that up. You know. And then it's like you would have been working as bar mitzvahs and sweet 16s all you would have had. And then it's like maybe we should have made that hologram or or why don't you actually learn Vedan? You, that could have been a thing you could have worked on, you know. And then maybe eventually, maybe we're like, hey, I'm good now, and like, and then make it a retired Noretta or a user anyway, and I don't know. And then, oh, we have a record play. Oh, too bad. I'm having fun with this movie. Yeah, they were the. Yeah, and for how long, and then just be like, Mocha didn't hang out, probably like a fed. And because I bet it would just be like, knowing the industry, probably wouldn't. Yeah, but in our universe, would that I don't think it actually would. I mean, you could now, like now you could do it, but it would be. I don't know if it'd actually be feasible to really be doing it every week. No, see that this is why I would have been like, yeah, well, technically they don't. It's this is why I'm like, no, he made her. He would technically be her leader. Yeah, I would not use the word owner here. Like this is, yeah, this could get very bad. See, this is why I don't think you're ever really gonna see like holograms in music or anything, because I think people would see right through it. Like I could say, don't have Beretta in it, but you could have the tech. But I think even then they would. I still don't think they do it very well. Like whether she is or not, like and then Daryl just says, you know what? There's this. He's kind of fighting for her as a because he always saw her as something, and she is something. Like yeah, granted she's not like a person or anything. Like yeah, he's actually like they're actually being a couple to get like father son, and he's seeing that. As with he might don't get the scar squiggly. Oh, she's gotta make. And they gone? Oh, he. Yeah, I just don't know why he just doesn't go on his own. Like, just say, you know what, I'll. So, what about the single I get just gets dropped? Anywhere, but. Because he doesn't know what the hell's going on. You kind of don't have. You're not up to date, buddy. He's like, wait, what? It's like, yeah, but you might want to. Yeah, he kind of. Yeah, and then that's it, you know. And then they do it without her. Yep. See, I could see that. Like, she kind of was like. I mean, Nancy's not. They're gonna have her kind of. Or she's gonna try. Just they're gonna, take it. They're taking it. But. Anyway. Uh oh. He might tries a handstand, I believe it's called. And then, oh, she's fallen. And I think, yeah. Oh, and she falls on. Oh, it hits her head. Concussion protocol. Hmm. It's like, oh yeah, I might want to remember. Hold on a second. Netbooks before netbooks. It kind of looks like one of those, like, junk mail. yeah, it probably wasn't the best idea. Or you could have been like, or she could have also, and I'm not this, but she could have been like, oh, I probably shouldn't do everything she tries to do. You know, I not a doctor. Uh, uh, they're teaching her of the EEG machine. Oh yeah, she's trying to get to Sam or inside. Mm. Oh, that's cool. Hey, that helped. Actually, you're seeing vegetation. Mm. Or at least help. Hey, here to fix you. Uh, about 10 minutes left of the in the thing. It says 9, but yeah, okay, yeah, we're right. We're about synced. Yeah, it's, yeah. Yeah. That's why you won't really see holograms really be a thing, I don't think, in the industry. Yeah, and they're like, oh, there's gonna be one of us in this war. And then it's like, fucking punches him. It's like, oh crap. They knock out her dad. They cuts him. Uh-oh. Something like he's like, I hang word. You can look at his face. But I think this is kind of natural progression. Oh. Oh yeah, well, there's one. Yeah, I think he's finally realizing it now. Yeah, I think this is what Nora. She gets to do the rain, and then because she wanted to feel the feeler. And honestly, this doesn't feel like a bad way to go if you're in because then it's just like, yep, and then she gets to, and then there's Sam back. Oh wow, and there she goes. Mm, I think he's around there somewhere, but not in the physical place, buddy. Yeah, but now she can. She got to sing very well. Hmm. Good song too. Now she's probably gonna be like, I could have just kept going as like a solo act, and that's why I jolted her, where she could have been like, hey, maybe we're not a band anymore, maybe. But now it's like, yeah, they, yeah, they are together. Yeah, yeah, they probably do, man. Yeah, I don't think that was their final thing. It was just more, and now they're together. It's so cool. All right, Nat, credits are on. So that's really an interesting movie, wasn't it? And it recommends Xenon, which is tomorrow's movie. But yeah, really good. It's a pretty good one. It was, I would say mid, maybe high mid, but it, you could tell like his dad and him were like two peas in a pod, because you couldn't tell like they were so wrapped in the work and all that. But still like we'll get together. You know, Scott wrote now. I mean, she could have bad time now really been able to be like, hey, maybe you could have said, maybe at that point, maybe even they still have a great career without, maybe they just go as the trio and they don't try to get another, and it's just the three of them and, him obviously, but not Rizm, you know, like the boy toy, but, and, maybe that's how you could have seen it going. Because she got great. Because you could tell at the end there, she did great on that bout. I think if she did doing those, and that was like she knew her bread and butter, she could do great. And maybe now she's like, hey, I might try to learn some dance moves or two, maybe, and have a little bit of movement, like that little bit of that energy in there, you know, because you got the talent. But I do agree, maybe you do want some of that show in there to kind of be like, hey, you have great talent. Because you can look at, and like even like Carrie Underwood and that kind of stuff, it's not just them singing on a bland stage or anything. You go out and you see a show. You know, you got lights and that kind of stuff. So I would imagine maybe over time, yeah, she maybe would have been able to really dance well. She probably been able to, and that's for me. I would have went with it because the hologram route, I think, would have eventually kind of gotten old. Just like anything, it just would have been like, hey, are you gonna have? You would have kept changing her, and that would have been not, would have been not always received very well. Um, and stopped it because we ran out of credits pretty much. But you know, really, Naretta was a cool idea, and it worked kind of, and then it just kind of derailed in their faces. But I think it really helped them in the end, kind of thing. Like, good idea, bad execution. Maybe maybe you could have, maybe they should have just, but it got, that what's his name? I'll bring it back. Fibs into his own thing, will do his own thing. I still would have kept him and said maybe like, hey, let's just work on what you got, and we'll use that and build it to our advantage. And the Zetabytes were still a band because it says on the Twitter on the wiki it was their final performance, but it didn't seem like it. So I don't know if it really was. Because, I mean, you would have seen it, made its final performance or whatever. You know, and it took forever to get the two together. But again, I mean, he didn't know at all. Like, I mean, he knew like when all that fight happens. You know, about all. She loved him, but he just didn't know about it. And then the whole thing with the records, like that, I'm glad that didn't happen. Like it was like, oh, like you signed with him, and you got to do all this, and it would have worked for, like I said, worked for a while, and then everybody would have. Yeah, okay, I'll see you tomorrow. And go follow Teeny. He's gonna be streaming some ACNH doing the New Year's stuff. Uh, basically tomorrow before we do Xenon. Um, C will be on during the CFP semis, and then I'm gonna do a movie around after both games are over. Um, so probably no earlier than like 11 to midnight somewhere. So, ET. So C's PT should still probably be on during the more or less during the second game, the Oregon State game, not Oregon State, Ohio State. I think the Georgia game, but uh, but but yeah. So it was a good one. It just I enjoyed it. Now was it the best one ever? No, but you have a choice. Yeah, I liked. It was really good. You know, and I mean, and eventually he wrote, he's like, well, I had feelings for her too because it was like so in Loretta, and it kind of all worked out in the end. Maybe here's how I think the future would have been for him. They stay together as a group because I think they should. Now I would have said, oh, he stays with them. He's like, oh, I'm gonna sign you guys. Maybe, he works with them. Maybe an album comes out, or just like singles. Just come out with a few singles and then put them in an EP or something when you got like a five or six, and then you can kind of, or do that. Take your time building them so you can actually get good songs out of it, and then that time you could have had that. Let them graduate high school, and then you started really working on an album. Then you kind of went, maybe or graduate. Then it came out right after, maybe summer, then you got recorded, and then it came out like in the, you know, something, and then maybe in the college they were kind of, they still went to school and they did a few songs like another album maybe, and maybe they just kept going, and if they were, or if they hadn't done the whole thing, they could have just, oh, we'll just stick with the bar mitzvah sweet 16 thing for a few more years, and then once high school breaks up, they're done, and then or go to whatever college they go to, and they just play whatever like the coffee shop or whatever. Um, but yeah, I think really having or it was the best is still a good idea. It I think it worked out better that they visited we leave. It wasn't like, oh, they just kept using her, and I think eventually it would have once eventually having the Retta having to change her, I think, like event having to keep changing her and stuff. And people were like, now we want this, or you having to keep doing things with them, or eventually it just would have failed. And it just would have been like, okay, now we want something new, because eventually that's what would have happened. It's just basically the band would have been like, we would have to keep doing you being creative with her. And I think if things weren't going well, You'd have to like, yeah. So at some point it would have ended, but maybe now you could have seen her use her strengths and use them better instead of trying to be the having maybe just do the ballads, slow songs, stuff like that that she can actually do and use that right, like that soft rock or something like that, and she can go into those and be like, that's where you go. Maybe be playing like we had a soft rock station here in Indiana. I don't know if we still do in the indie market. That that music would be great for. She could have been into that stuff, and they could have had a killing. For they would have probably maybe had. I don't know if they still been around now. I mean, the kids like '04 probably would have been in their 40s or getting close to 40s by now, ish somewhere in there. Like 13 would be like from like 30, mid 30s into 40s somewhere. I don't know. So it'd be. I don't know if they still would have had the band at all, but at least then they could have been like, hey, we had a bit of success with it. Maybe we did decide to end it. And I mean, or see, they went and did a whole different tone. But who knows? Um, okay. So, okay. So I meant to tell you this earlier, but I forgot about it in but I, at work last night, I actually, did an RWD, to cover about detention. Um, at our store, Lowe's, we don't, if you walk out with product that if you theft, we don't try to stop you because we are more important than the stuff which I can't agree with because the stuff's replaceable. You're not. I mean, I mean, you could hire somebody new, but we can't get another that kind of thing. So, so as I was getting carts around like after sunset, so it was like after like 5:30, I was like in that last hour and a half. Um, I see this when I'm getting a bunch of cards I was talking about, whatever, and I'm seeing this lady, and she's just like acting like she's on the phone. I don't hear anything because if you gotta like, she had it like out. I'm like, she's like looking for a car or something, and she's looking around, and I just stopped talking because I usually don't talk when people around me because I talk to myself like all the time, like totally. And when I'm working because that's how I think of ideas for the stream, and that's why I like having my job as a part of a team, but alone at the same time. It's kind of I'm a front end team, but I'm the only one there. I'd like to have help, but the help can do its own thing, and I can do my thing. And we just know, hey, we just power everyone's to keep it with each other, and we keep on the same page, kind of thing. And so I see her and that, and she got like a bunch of like blinds, and she had like a rug, some other odds and ends. I don't remember it was all in the cart. And then a little bit later, one of my managers, I'm not going to say names because I don't have permission to say the names. I know I probably don't. So I just don't want to give out names either with all this. One of the managers, it's like, searches out my name. And I use my older name at work. I don't use the Carol name yet there. So they're like, hey, hey, and I'm like, I'm not looking at him, so I was like, what? And he's like, oh, I see. And then we find the cart of stuff in a random part of a parking lot, and so I bring it in, and he's like, I don't know. And I was like, I remember this. It was some. Come to find out, she hadn't paid for any of it because she went through the lumber side of the store. I guess he went out through lumber because I was able to talk to the lumber cashier because again I'm mostly friends with a lot of the front end team because again our family works at the store. Like we got a bunch of members of the store, and I like that we do. But um, so we have that, and then so, and I don't know how much it was all worth together. That's not my first RWD. I actually had another one like about a couple years ago pre-pandemic, like no, 3 years ago, it'd be 2019, where I heard our little green anti-theft things go off, and it's out in the parking lot, and I'm like, what in the, how am I hearing one of those things? it shouldn't be going. And I guess somebody in a had like a bag full of tools or whatever it was. Had them on it, still on them, and was taking it out. And we took them to, like, hey, we'll just take the turtles off and whatnot. And there was our guy again. And they were like, hey, good job on that. And I'm like, so that's two WDs I've had in like 4 years, or before I've actual full being a permanent member of a team. So yay! And I think both of mine have been very big, because I think the other one was like a few $100s, and I think this one's about the same. So I don't know how much. I think those were blinds, and there was like 8 or 9 blinds, like for your windows. And man, those are not cheap. but but man, and I even saw a dog just walking around the lot too at that time. And I saw it today before I got all cooked on all hell and everything. But um, and I was like, and I told them about it too, and I was like, hey, I've seen a dog just walking out, and I didn't tell them about today. I forgot to mention it, but I mean, I hope somebody saw that dog. But yeah, so it's been an interesting time. Okay, so tomorrow. So oh yeah, okay. So when we were supposed to do these movies, we were originally supposed to do Pixel Perfect on Christmas Day, or that will be midnight going into the 26th. Basically, so that was meant to be the Christmas night thing. That did not happen. Um, I basically that was the plan. I don't remember if I was just like no. I think I did. I tweet that we didn't. I didn't want to do it or something. Let me check my Twitter feed. Oh yeah, because the Bucks game went too long. That's what happened. It was yeah. The Bucks game went too damn long. Yeah, and then the Bucks Cardinals went to like midnight, and then I was just like no, because it was like right about midnight, because they went to OT and it was like they went like almost the whole OT. Like 3 minutes was like what on the clock, and I was like no. So and then I had that, and I was gonna do it Monday. Didn't happen. And then then I had all this, and then so now here we are. So that was the whole thing we were gonna try to do, but everything went crazy. After the 18th stream, we didn't get to do Money in the Bank. We didn't get to do that of Sophia Meyer Eyes and IRL Week 4. We did get to do Even Stevens, and we're now doing Pickle Perfect. And tomorrow we're gonna do Xenon, or well, here in about less than 24 hours, we're gonna do Xenon Z3. Basically after the CFP concludes, we'll do it. I'll probably do it a little like below 5. I'll probably give it like 5 or so minutes to maybe kind of. I might not do it right at midnight, just to kind of keep things a little more, kind of thing. But I do want to say thank you guys for sticking with me and everything. I do apologize for how chaotic this has been. It's been a chaotic mess. I do hope that in 20, I hopefully we can kind of get it settled down in January. I don't mind. I need the money. That's why I took it. I took the art. I need the money. I'm not getting a lot of hours right now. So at work, so I need it, and I don't want to ask you. I don't want to just start asking guys for tips and crap. I don't want to do that because I don't want to seem like I'm just asking for money. I I want to earn that. So that's why I don't really say, hey, don't forget to tip and bits and sub and crap. You know, I don't do that. I'm not gonna beg you guys and be like, hey, don't forget to use your Prime sub because that's not how I roll. We roll here. We don't. I don't bash. I don't try to drill it in your head to use your Prime sub because most of you know to use it. Now, if you don't, we'll tell you. You might want to use it. It's a very thing. I'm glad you use your benefits. You should be doing it anyway. Use your benefits. But um, but yeah, thank you guys so much for enjoying me tonight. Let me go back to the Favs Fest thing. I'm gonna take the thing off. I will tweet out tomorrow when I go live, and then that will put this. I'll get this put up on YouTube. And yes, I will. Hopefully, I'll do more stuff, exclusive stuff for it soon, and with the Discord in there where we talk and everything in there. It's a lot of fun in the channel. And also, Samin came back to streaming. She had her parents move away, COVID, and a lot of other stuff was going on. So she had a lot going on, and it just wrecked her to stream. That's why she did a toy store job, and now she's back now. So Samin is officially back as a Division member. She does want to go out to being full time. So if she's ever on, I might raid her just so you guys her. If you have not seen Samin, she will be back for 2K23 unless Samin says no or Frank says no. Um, I need to talk to Doc about making her for 23 because I'm not making her 22 right now. Because I saw her she was in Gina's stream not too long ago, like a few days ago, and I'm like, crap, I should have been in there to say hi to her and been like, hey, sorry for not making it 20. I just didn't see you all year, and you just kind of went. I was like, I wouldn't know if you get to talk to you or anything, but you know, but yeah. So thank you guys so much for being here. There is gonna be a raid. Um, so here is the raid message. If you want to copy and paste that into the chat of where we go raid, that would be great. Um, I guess tomorrow is Xenon, and then on Sunday night after Sunday night football, so about midnight there, we are gonna do what I originally intended and do um the Kim movie because that actually would have fit in that week of January. And then the second week would be of January, so like the 8th of week 18. That Sunday night, so this Sunday night's going to be KP Silva Drama. And then we're going to do Wendy Wu the 8th, so the Sunday after this one. And then I'm going to look at my schedule and see where I want to put Read It and Weep. And then on the 15th, after the Sunday night wild card game, I think I can do that. I think I can keep Sunday going. Let me look at my phone hang. Because I want to keep these on Sunday if there's only like one. Like, I want to keep Sundays as movie nights just because I think it's like really fits. Sunday night is X night. Um, Granted, I think we could. Even though, I mean, granted, these don't take very long, I think we still could do it. So, unless something happens. Now, I think that one week, the 16th, I don't think I'm going to get called in. But, yeah. So, for Read It and Weep, what I'm thinking is probably going to be probably the 12th. Um, And then for HSM, I could do the 14th if we wanted to do it on a night off. And then Princess, I don't have that one on there. And that's the only other one I have logos for. I don't have the ones for the last five yet. Because I didn't get all the way. I didn't get 2011 or those four and then the Kim remake. But I didn't do those yet. I wanted to kind of focus on just getting. I didn't want to get too far out there with pre-production. But yeah. So basically, so tomorrow is Xenon. Sunday night is Kim, the Sova drama, so we don't get it confused with a reboot. And then the eighth probably is going to be Wendy Wu. And then I could do the movie the 10th. I'm probably gonna confirm those dates. I'll probably when I do the, cause I'm gonna make a list of like where we're at, cause we're gonna be over halfway, and I want to kind of see where we're at schedule wise, so I can kind of point everything out. Maybe I might do that Wednesday. Maybe when we get like I get another week, I'll type out like the month for the most part, and then we'll go from there. Because if it's just one movie, these are not very long. I don't mind doing these Sunday night at like midnight, 1 o'clock, or doing them at like midnight, going like two of them, and then not having to go to bed till like 4. I'm like, I could probably pull these off and just have to like get it, and then I can export it, get it all ready to go, and so I think we're still gonna do these on Sunday. I might pull them for Saturday nights, maybe. Because of that way maybe we can have we don't I might stick with Sundays just because that way we stick with what we've started with Sunday. We just go from there. But I think with that, I don't have much to say there. But tomorrow, it's time for Xenon's final movie in this. So let me get the raid set up here. If I can. Yeah, she's playing Kingdom Hearts. I don't know which one this is. She is a great friend of the channel. We've rated her before, but if you haven't gotten to meet her, you should anyway. She's really cool. We're gonna go raid nominate here. She don't know. I don't think she knows I'm live, but that's totally fine. Like I said, so we're gonna do Xenon tomorrow, and then Sova Drama on Sunday night to catch us up. We'll actually be fully caught up, and then I'll just figure out what I want to do about WWE stuff, and we'll go from there on that. Okay. Um, Sorry about that, everybody. Like I said, do something's gonna be kerfuffled, and I want to maybe also I gotta figure out when I'm gonna do the last attire because I don't think in figure I'm gonna make one unless something comes in my head that I'm just like wanting to do. But I don't know. Stay smart, stay sane, and all that kind of stuff. I'll see you tomorrow. And if your team's in the CFP, good luck to them. You might gonna need it. These are gonna be good games. I'll see you tomorrow. Good have a good night, everybody. I'm trying to run off a go. Now, they don't use your keyblade on them though. We're not heartless. Maybe not all of us. Good night, everybody.